Those jet sweeps to the wide receiver Thad Smith, and then Wade on the zone read. It was the perimeter running attack that got it going. So now Collins has had a rough day in the pocket all afternoon, and you figure that Maine's going to still have to keep throwing here now, down by 21. And again, pressure, but he gets it off to right, or gets a block. Goes out of bounds. Forced out of bounds by Mike Strizak. A good pickup on first down for Wright and the Black Bears. 6-yard pickup. Trips to the right now. Gonçalves in the backfield. Off to the left, changes directions. By a horde of BC defenders after a 3-yard gain.
You just feel for Maine. They're missing some playmaking. I know they're excited about the wide receivers. Haven't really seen much of it. Obviously, you're not having Nigel Becker back there. It was a big-time blow to the production of this offense.
That tackle made by Zach Allen, a true freshman out of New Canaan, Connecticut. So, we'll get some early playing time in his career. Originally, everyone thought was going to go out to Northwestern, then he changed his mind. Collins on the rollout. High throw caught by Asuma, but you talked about Steve Adazio being a New England guy and knowing this part of the country. Those are the recruits he's getting. A kid out of New Canaan, Connecticut. He knows the high school coach there well from all his years being a high school coach in Connecticut and New England. And those are the kind of kids that he wants to create that pipeline here.
Well, you're right. There's a wealth of talent up here in the Northeast. Talk about Don Bosco. That's a famous high school up here. And he wants to be able to, those are his recruits. You know, obviously, there are a lot of ACC teams vying for those high school players in the Northeast. He wants it to be a deal where, hey, the main guys, the top players are coming here at Boston College.
First and 10 for the Black Bears. Here comes pressure up the middle. They run right into it. Gonçalves able to squeak through for a short gain. 2-yard pickup. Evan Kelly with the tackle. Truman Goodapple in on the play as well. Another one of those.
And he's one of those, yeah, he's one of those guys, you know, you don't call his name a lot, but you see the pressure up the middle. You see him making the lives of those linebackers easy where they can run around and make tackles. I know Stephen Daniels out there appreciates Truman Goodapple and Connor Wojak.
Second and 8. Under 9 minutes to play. They keep it on the ground, and again, another tackle by Kelly. Now, Rocky, you talk about that, you know, taking up blockers and allowing the linebackers to roam free. What was it like early in your NFL career at the Tennessee Titans? Can you tell us about your experience as a linebacker?
Well, my first couple years in Tennessee, here was my defensive line. Javon Kearse on one side, Henry Ford, Albert Hainsworth, and then ESPN's Kevin Carter on the left defensive end. When Kevin Carter was to your side, you didn't have much to worry about. You just ran around and made tackles. If I could have had that all 8 years of my career, I'd probably still be playing.
What do you mean they're allowed to block linebackers in the NFL, Rocky thought?
Not with those guys up front, they can.
3rd and 6 here for Maine. Looking for something on the offensive end. Nothing doing. What a hit, and the ball is loose. Harold Landry got to him. Maine able to recover it, but Collins is down.
He's hurt, Amy.
There's an offensive lineman, it looks like.
And watch the get off of Harold Landry off to the side. The blind side of the quarterback doesn't see him coming. We talked about the explosiveness of Harold Landry. A freshman last year has done a great job in the offseason building his body up and making even more explosive plays here this year.
We're going to take a break and step aside. BC up by 21. Dan Collins able to run off on his own power, but Rocky certainly can wonder why the trainers are taking an extra careful look at him.
And on the right side of your screen, you'll see Harold Landry shoots both Isaiah Brooks, the right tackle, and Gonsalve, the running back. And then John Johnson, the safety, comes in and creates the pancake situation. And as you mentioned, you saw Collins on the sideline. Looked like they're doing concussion protocol kind of things. Remember, he missed the last 5 games of the year last year with a shoulder injury. That was a pretty devastating hit he took. Wonder if we'll see him.
I was going to say, you wonder if we'll see Drew Belcher after all. Changing the punting situation for Maine.